hello, hello. Hello, if anybody's there. When you're there. Hi, how are you? Okay, so I just spent the last, I don't even know how long, running around like a chicken with my head cut off looking for my green bag that has my stones and my Sacred Journey cards in it. Because I wanted to do a live Q&A of your guys' relationship questions here, but I can't find them. So I am going to use, I mean, that's weird because I take them with me everywhere. Like, that bag literally comes with me everywhere that I go. It's with me. So I don't know. And I sleep with it usually by my bed, so I don't know what happened there. Anyways, so we're going to use Oracle of Mystical Moments as people get on here. Let's see. I wonder if I could send invites to people. I've never tried doing that. Will it let me even... Oh, Moira's on here. Hi, Moira. I don't know why it doesn't let me have options. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Pillows I prop it up against on my bed. Let's see. Hi, Yosef. Let's see. I don't know why it won't let me have a menu while I'm here. Won't continue. Get out! No puppies. Pardon? You gotta stay out, baby. Oh, while I'm up, cheetah girls, cheetah sisters. Anybody watch Cheetah Girls? Ah, Moira, since I can't do it from my side, is there any chance that you could go on and see if there's a way to share this? Because I want it to be more than just one person. Oh, man. I don't know if it can. Give me 1 second. Let me get my phone and let me see if I can do it from my phone, okay? I wonder if I find myself on here. Here, I'll just say... Hahaha. I did magic on somebody that I didn't for their birthday. I didn't tell them about it. They just wrote me that their husband did the sweetest thing for them. I'm like, yeah. Okay, back to what I'm trying to do. I apologize, everybody. This isn't normally me. You know that. I'm going to get to cards and questions for everybody. I just want to make sure that I have some people on here first is the only thing. Let me find... Yeah, hey, I can see myself on here. Share now in public. Share to a page. Yay. Okay, I shared it. Now maybe there'll be some people on here. Excuse me. Nickelodeon. Alrighty then. Yay. Hi everybody. Okay, glad there's people on here now. I wanted to talk relationships to everybody, and I wanted to do some live questions for you guys. First of all, show of hands, how many people actually saw my relationship videos I posted the last couple days? Anybody seen that? I have 2. I have one on how to date your twin flame, like how to date to find your twin flame, and I have one saying, are you in the wrong kind of relationship or in the relationship with the wrong person? Now, the second one might scare you a little bit, but you really shouldn't let it, because what it's really doing is asking you what kind of person you are, and there's a little bit of a test on there for you to find out who you are, what your deal breakers are, and what it is you truly want in life. So if you even think that you know, I'm not going to say you're going to watch it and you're like, I'm going to break up with my person because of this. That's not what I'm saying. If you know you're in a shitty relationship, you're in a shitty relationship. Like, you're going to know that either way. Hi. If you're in a positive relationship, you're going to know that either way. What these videos are going to do is they're going to teach you how to mold it from a negative relationship into a positive relationship, or how to move out of that if that's what it is. And it's going to teach you what to look for in a person and in a situation that will lead to a positive relationship in somebody new that you've never met or that you're trying to, you know, find interest in. So that's what I'm doing there. Hello, hello, hello. And those are on YouTube. I can, I guess, leave a link afterwards on here. I can try to do that. But you can find me on YouTube on the Fairy Shaenna. Also, check out my Patreon. I've got a bunch of new stuff on there. Alright, so these are the cards I'm going to be using today. I will allow one question a person, okay, about your relationship. I don't want to know anything unless you have, like, if you have a general question about twin flames, like, oh, does this ever happen, blah, 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 you can go ahead and state your question. And if you just like one card for a reading for yourself, then I would prefer not to know anything. So as you want them, go ahead and pop up, and I'm either going to answer one question about twin flames for you, or about relationships in general, or I'm going to give you one card depending on what you want. So just pop up and say what it is that you would like, and I will go in order as the people who pop up. And hello, 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 hello to Yosef, hello Anna, hello Tammy, hello Mary. Right, who is first on here? And would you like a card or to answer a question? Oops. Hello. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Pop up. Say something. If you have a question, ask a question. If you want a card, pop up and get a card. Should I start off with a group reading or something? Why is everybody so shy? Cat got your tongue? Okay. I have brought my twin... Okay, Mary says, I have brought my twin flame, new love closer in all the work I have been doing. When will he come? Okay, so first of all, I'll go ahead and pull a card for you, but I'm going to say that you should not focus anybody on the when. Focus on other things. Okay, so like for me in my personal life, I have this, I still have it, this blanket right here. It's like this weird color, right? And I do my essential oils, and it has spots all over it where essential oils and things have stained it, and I do art on my beds. There's like paint and stuff. When me and my twin were in separation, this was just this color. It didn't have any patches on it or any kind of decoration. It was just this with the oil all over it. And I could keep seeing him in my mind's eye laying across my bed. And he was always wearing a black shirt with a white logo or white print of some sort on it. And I couldn't see his shoes for some reason. And or his feet for that matter. And but my bed had patches of color all over it, like actual patches. Like it looked like I had done patchwork quilting on it. I knew this. Every time I visioned him, just let my mind wander to him being with me. That's the vision I saw. So I knew in my mind, if I did the patches on my bed, my twin would come. But just because I knew that, you think I would have gone out that exact day and done it, right? Because we want him in our life so bad. Something held me back because something told me it's not ready, it's not time. And I held off for like 2-3 months. And then one day I got this inspiration. I put patches all over my bed. I went to sleep maybe that night, and then by the next night I had gotten the urge to do a pendulum question asking if I would see him. And I hadn't done that in months, okay? I had given up at that point. Not given up, like I still loved him, but I had given up on asking every night, you know? And then all of a sudden, it was like, no, you want to ask. And I asked, I said, is he going to come? And it said yes. And I said, yeah, right. Is he really going to come into my life? And the very next day he asked me for frankincense and wrote me. And that was the first time he had wrote me or talked to me in a really long time. It was the first time he had said something to me that wasn't negative. Like, because I would write him something about you know, getting together or whatever, and he'd write me back like a GIF or like a, you know, one of those little memes or whatever. He would never write me back anything meaningful. So it was the first time he had actual communication, and it built and built. And then when he ended up showing up to my house, every time he showed up to my house for like 6 months, he had a different black shirt with some sort of white print or white writing or white logo on it. And he'd lay across my bed, and he had a new pair of shoes almost every time, or he would wear no shoes. And so it was weird. You know what I mean? It was weird. So on your timing, I'm going to say this card should give you an insight on that, on when your timing is. But I would say don't focus so much on the timing. Focus on the surroundings that you see in your mind. And this is your stop right here. Because for all you know, you're holding yourself back by focusing on that time, when what you could be doing is focusing on the surrounding that you see and you feel in your mind's eye and in your heart when you do picture you together. What does the scene look like? Are you wearing a sweater? Are you wearing summer clothes? Is it, you know, what colors are around you? Is there a scene? Is there any kind of feeling or vibe or smell or anything that can give you an identification to when? And then it'll show you basically what you need to do and when. I had one client, I told her she's going to be wearing a red sweater, and he's going to come, he's going to have flowers, and to the T that happened. And I said it was going to be like for Christmas, and I think it was like Christmas or Christmas Eve or something. So just, the timing isn't so important, the surroundings and the situation is more important, if that makes any sense. If it's working, is it bringing us closer, or should I change something? Okay, well, when I was shuffling, this is the card that came up for you. So, let's see. Alright, so my home is my castle. First of all, this is a beautiful card. And this woman, she's got a lot on her back. This is basically your life so far. You're carrying a lot of weight. There's been a lot of things happen that are positive, and a lot of things that have happened that have been not so positive. But look at this. There's a new castle on the horizon, and there's beautiful birds that are free, and they're in the distance, and she's building this. This is you building your future. So my initial reaction is, yes, you're building your future to what you want, and it's going to be happening. 39 is the numeral for that, so if you would like to do numerology, you could take it as 39 and take those numbers separately, or you could do 9, 10, 11, and do the 11, which is a twin flame union number, right? So I would take that as, yes, you are going to get what it is that you want. But just for shits and giggles, I'm going to tell you what it says in the book. It says, experience of life, growth, knowledge, and age. This woman carries a big castle on her shoulders. The castle is solid. It seems like it is growing with each year of her life. The castle stands for the woman's soul. Inside is enduring walls. She keeps all of her memories and thoughts, knowledge and feelings. The older the woman gets, the more this fortress of life grows. It keeps her company, defends her against pain, and provides a foundation for her true self to continue its journey. And so that I want to end with that last bit. Oh, I wasn't even on camera. Her true soul to continue its journey. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a place for your true self to be able to rest and call home with the true person that you want. And this is basically saying that, yes, you are providing that. You are building this. But remember that your thoughts are the foundation for everything. When your thoughts weaken, everything falls. So keep your thoughts positive, no matter what the circumstances, especially in times of dire, okay? And everything will work out. Okay. Moira. Oh, okay. Let's see. Tammy, you are next. Oh, that's you. The Observer, 50. So if you do numerology, 50 or 5 is your number right now, and 5 is basically... Well, 5 is a lot of things, but for me, what 5 represents is the never-ending spiral, the sacred geometry, life's progressions. This is the Observer. This is you right now. First of all, this is change coming in. Those are dandelion seeds, so there's winds of change are flowing through you, okay? You're waiting for something. You're waiting for this certain change. The Observer tells us, look there's this perfect scenery. The moon's out. You're obviously taking a picture of the landscape. The landscape doesn't really move. It doesn't really run. It's not really something that's going to elude you. You can take the picture any time you want, but you're waiting for something. There's something holding you back from clicking that shot, and you're waiting for this little bit of change right here, but it's coming, okay? So, one moment, let me give you the... So you're like, when am I going to see the results I want? When am I going to, you know, jump on something new? When is something new going to come to me to jump on? All those answers are basically the same question, or all those questions are basically the same answers. I go super dyslexic on you. You're waiting for yourself. You're waiting for yourself to give yourself permission to allow the change to occur. That's the bottom line here. Okay, patience, awareness, and focus. This woman is This woman is looking through an old-fashioned camera, ready to take a photograph. She observes the landscape before her. All is quiet, all is peaceful. We don't know how long this woman has waited for the perfect shot. But she has the patience to remain focused until the decisive moment presents itself. Strength lies in her calmness, okay? She lives in the present and does not easily get distracted. So you're like, when is my moment? When is my moment? Because you're in the present moment, any moment you choose to be that moment is your moment. That change that you're looking for, though, if you're looking for it to be in another person, realize the change has to come from you first, and then it will show in the other person. If the change you're looking for is like, I don't feel like this has anything to do except for relationship hardcore. Like, I feel that your business right now, you're good. You're not going to change anything on that. But this little bit that you're waiting for somebody else to just kind of spark something, you want to see something, don't worry, you're not going to have to be waiting long. Okay. Moira. When your twin flame is numbered out, you can feel as well as numbed out. What? Oh, I called that number, didn't I? Question, when your twin flame is numbed out, can you feel as well numbed out? Yes, of course. So many times in Robbie and I's life, we reciprocate each other's feelings in, like, basically, I'm going to look back at this and be like, my hair looked like shit the whole time. Whatever. Whatever it is whatever it is. Okay. Basically, without even talking, I know when he's having a good day. He knows when I'm having a good day. He knows when I'm having a bad day. I just got diagnosed fibromyalgia. For anybody who knows what that is, yeah. And for anybody who doesn't, I'm not going to get into it. But there's days where he seems to have symptoms. He'll call me and be like, I'm really aching here, or I'm really hurting here, or that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly where I'm hurting today, you know. And then I'll put some CBD on and things like that. And he'll be like, oh, I'm feeling better. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling a little better too. So, and that's not even just that. Our energy levels seem to stay on par. When I'm hungry, he's like, seems like he's like already talking about being starving. When I don't feel like I need to eat anything, and even if it's been all day, he's like the same. He's like, no, I'm good. I don't need anything. We get tired around the same time. Our energy levels seem to be on par pretty much. I'm not going to say 100%, but pretty much as close as you could get with another person. There are sometimes that wavers where there's an extreme where I have no energy and he has the most. But for the most part, we seem pretty balanced on that. Okay. Ooh, way down here. Okay. Anna, I have been seeing 111 and 1111 all over the place, multiple times a day, every day. Last time it happened, I got dumped by the person I know now was my false twin. And then my life changed. Long, short story. I wonder what it means now, if it has anything to do with a specific person I've been thinking a lot about lately. Without pinning it down to a specific person, I would say that no matter what, it means that you're on the right path. Because this is the thing. 1111 or 111, that's talking about soulmates, twin flames, things like that. It's talking about finding that person. It doesn't surprise me that as you were growing, you were seeing that number, and then the person that was your false flame left your life because they were no longer on that vibration. There is a thing about being like a battery, kind of. And when you're already towards the positive, you pull more positive. And when you're already towards the negative, you pull more negative. And when you're kind of there in the middle, both things kind of attack you. Now, that's not to say that negative won't come after you if you're in the positive, and vice versa. However, the draw of the negative will be so light because you're so far into the positive, it can't really pull you back down into the darkness. Relative to what I was saying about your false flame, if you got to a vibration that was above where they could comfortably ride, you know, like say you're up here and now their vibrations down here, they're going to move out of the way because it's going to be, you go from attracting them to kind of repelling them, just the way a magnet would. It's like putting two negative sides of a magnet together. They're going to push against each other. They're not going to be connected. They're going to want to get away from each other. So I would say that that's what's going on there, and that, yeah, you definitely could be seeing it because this person coming up. I could pull a card for you if you want. More often than not, though, I would take it as a sign that you, as a person, are doing the right thing no matter what that thing is. Oh, this is you right here. So no matter if it has to do with them. Oh, you got the same thing. My home is my castle. So, again, what are you building? This is all the things that you've already accomplished, and this is the future that you're trying to build, that freedom with someone else. This is a little family, like, nesting there. I take that as a very positive side. I wouldn't worry too much about, how should I say this? Definitely be excited by the person you're with. Definitely bask in all the positive moments. But continue to say thank you for my true twin and perfect partner. Because if this person is a stepping stone to that person, then they're going to teach you or give you whatever love or whatever it is that you need, and then they're going to gracefully move on without hurting you. And if they are your true twin or perfect partner, then they're just going to solidify that, and you're going to know, because next thing you know, you guys are going steady and you're moving in together. And oh, it almost clicked off on me. Is everybody still here? It's my bad. Okay. And also, for some reason, I can't see or visualize him. Mary, do you have a picture of him? If you have a picture of him, you can use that. No one's saying that you can't take it and look at it and use that. If he's on Instagram or if he's on Facebook or something like that and you're not together, also you can use an object. I have a video on one object manifestation concentration, and that is totally about using an object to manifest your twin flame. I used this. He's so dirty and old. I sleep with it every night. This is what Robbie asked me out with. He had this guy and a card, and the card said, "Would you like tea in nature?" And there was a J rolled and taped to it. And I looked up at him and I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna marry this guy. And like, sure enough, I got the ring, right? So I used this because I thought, no man who knows me that well on first meeting me and gives me something, like, no man's ever given me a stuffed animal or anything like that. He was going old school sweetheart, and that's exactly the kind of love I needed. I needed somebody to treat me like a little treasure, you know. And so when we were in separation, I would look at the bear and I'd say, the man who gave me this bear, you know, if the things he said are true, then he's thinking about me now. You know, if he really did love me as much as he said he did then he loves me now, and he's thinking of me now, and he's going to come back to me. And I picture, you know, the moment when he gave me that and things. So if you need to use something to help you, you can. And if you can draw, and you could draw a picture of him, you could do that. You could draw a picture of you guys holding hands or embrace or whatever. You don't have to be the world's best artist. Pardon me as I pulled my boob up. You don't have to be the world's best artist. You just have to have something to kind of give you that moment. And this is the thing. If you can't visualize him, you have nothing from him and all these different things, then don't worry about it. Then say thank you for my true twin and my perfect partner, and just visualize you smiling and you happy and just arms holding you. Don't worry about what the face looks like. If you, or whatever you can envision that, because if it is him, then it'll still be him. And if it's not him, when your true twin shows up, you won't care if it was him or not, because you will be so happy with the life that you have. So that is my advice on that. Hi Cody, how are you? If you would like a card, or you guys have a question on relationships, please pop up. Like, Mary says, yes, very much so. Moira says, if we are both numbered or numbed out, okay, what can you do? I already did that. I want to make sure things come now and not in months or years. Well, Mary, I can be around later today if... Oh, hey, Casey. Hi. I can be around later today if you would like a personal reading about your situation. I do charge, but you will have no questions on what's coming or how to get what you want out of the situation by the end of it, okay? I guarantee that. Casey, hello. If you're still on and you want a card, let me know. Totally happy to pull one. Yes, exactly what I'm going through. Thank you. No problem. And, you know, anybody who's watching this, I appreciate you so much. You can have $10 off of any reading as long as you say that you saw me on live today. Mention what I'm wearing because I go live every week. Be like, oh yeah, you had those banging booty shorts or whatever. Those aren't booty shorts. They're leggings, but you know. Anthony. Oh, I didn't know there was a man on here. I wouldn't have done that. Sorry, Anthony. My bad. I didn't mean to flash my booty. Alright. Tara. That's a pretty name. Alright, everybody. If you guys are on here. Okay, yes. Casey, I can. So can you pull a card for my relationship? No problem. So how I work is I just shuffle until the cards tell me to stop, and then that's it. Get out, little puppies. Out. Calypso. Go. They're so used to being right on me all the time. Oh, this is Casey. Okay. No shit. I was literally... Okay, I'm pulling you a new card. I got this one again. I've been shuffling this whole time. I'm going to shuffle a different way. Shh. Hey, that's why you're not allowed in here right now. What's going on in Casey's relationship? That pretty much felt like it. Okay. Alright, Casey, so you got Moon Dance. If you do numerology, it's number 4, okay? So this cool girl, she's dancing with the moon, and the moon's up here, and it's lifting her up. It's basically helping to elevate her above everything, okay? But look at these little birds. They're chitter-chatter, they're talking shit, they're got a lot of noise coming out of their mouth, and there's a lot of noise coming from the city, too. There's smog. It's not as pretty as the night sky. It's not as pretty as the things above this girl. What this card is asking us to do is not to listen to the people around us, but to listen to ourselves and our own heart and our own intuition. Allow ourselves to stay above the everyday noise of society. Allow ourselves to remember what it is that we love and why. Look at the moon. Look at the stars. Look at how happy she is to dance among them. This girl has no problems. She's on one tippy toe. She's not afraid to fall at all. If she were to, she would drift down because she's got the balloon holding her. This is completely about just keeping yourself happy and together. You know, it stopped for a second. If you guys are back, I'm back too. I hope everybody's still here who's watching this. Okay, so I'm going to read you straight out of the card for this, or straight out of the book for this one as well. La 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 la. Alright, this is about daring, balance, easiness, adventure, and perspective. Look at this girl balancing on a rope, waltzing with the moon. She is dancing through life. To be this confident is a gift. You should be aware of it and treasure it. Be brave and adventurous. Get out of your comfort zone and see life from a different perspective. If you maintain balance between levity and lightheartedness, you can stay above the everyday noise that threatens to bring us down. Feel the night breeze in your hair and adventure in your soul. Okay, so if your partner is the one bringing you down, this is asking you to get away from that person for a while. And remember who you are and go have fun and go kind of put that light back in your own face, you know? If you guys need to do that together, that's fine. But if that's the person, if there's people, well, I'll say it like this. If there's people around you bringing you guys down as a couple, then you need to get out together and both do it together. If your partner is doing that to you, then you need to get out for a little bit and go remember why life is good, and remember why you are cool, and remember why things are happy, and remember why you love, you know, just to love. Because there's too much smog bringing you down right now. Hope that helped. Hi, Courtney. Hey, Crystal. Hi, George. If you guys want a card, you just gotta say so. I got you, Casey, and if that wasn't enough, DM me. No problem, Anna. Moira says, I would love a card. I want change when we both feel numb today. I wanted to eat horrible and I knew better. I ended up eating healthy, but my old self would have just resorted to junk food and not... Well, you know what? Good for you. Good for you for eating healthy. You know what I mean? Good for you. Yes, I will get you a card right now, Moira. Let me just read what's going on here. Mary Pipkins says, hey, I'm back. I don't know what happened to the video. Did you finish mine for the timing? I did finish yours. It's in there somewhere. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Courtney. Yes, you can have a card. You're right after Moira. No problem, Casey. If you need more, like I said, DM me. That's fine. Crystal. Okay, so Moira is next. Let me go back up here so I don't get lost. Moira. And then Courtney. Cool. Baby, and did you open my whole door? Oh my goodness. You guys gotta be quiet if you're in here. My little brats. You guys want to see them? They want on the bed anyways. Come on. Oh! Oh, babe. Ungracefully jumping onto all of my stuff. Yeah, that was ungraceful. That was ungraceful. Calypso! My nippy nip! She's cold. I only put dogs in clothes if they get cold. And sometimes for Halloween. Okay. We're on Moira. I shouldn't have kissed her. Her hair stuck to my lip gloss. That was my bad. La. Moira. Sorry, everybody. The boring time when I shuffle. That was almost you. Almost. Oh, man. So, what's everybody doing? Everybody having a good day? Good Tuesday? Oh, okay. I think this is you, Moira. Alright, Moira. Oh, shit. This is bullshit. You guys saw how much I was shuffling. Alright, so go ahead and take this. I will try to pull another one for you also, but legit, so moon dance, okay? You too, you've got too much people talking crap around you. You have too much people putting their opinion on you, and that's not right. So just don't listen to that. Now that was the weirdest thing though, because I've gotten that a couple times. Got the other one. Between Castle and Moondance. I guess if I did a group reading, it would have had Castle and Moondance and probably whatever else come up. That felt like Moira. Okay, Change of the Seasons. Now, this is an interesting card. This girl could be holding her hat because the wind's going to blow it off. Or she could be basking in the sun. It's up to you to decide, is she, like, embracing for, like, something hardcore and, like, negative? Or is she, you know, going, ah, and listen, you know, feeling the wind, feeling all beautiful. Now, Change of the Seasons. If you're doing numerology, this one's 42. Okay? It means a lot. It means that everything that you know is going to be completely different. So everything you know that has been with your relationship as it is going to completely switch. Just like from summer to winter. So, or winter to summer, I should say. If this person hasn't been talking to you, they're going to start talking to you. If they haven't been seeing you, you're going to start seeing them. Now, be prepared for that. Are you going to brace for the change, or are you going to be like, ah, yeah, all into it? Because how you accept this is definitely going to play a huge role on how quickly it comes, if it's a positive thing, if it's a negative thing. I mean, because we wouldn't want the relationship to get worse, you know what I mean? We want it to get better. So just know that things are about to change a lot, and be ready for it. Man, that hair, I have it like stuck to my lip. Oh, there it is. So just be really, really prepared for it and embrace it. Embrace it. Don't brace for it, okay? If that makes any sense. Hey, Brooke, do you want one? Crystal says yes. She would pull a card. Oh, wait, it was Moira and then Courtney. Courtney, real quick. And then Crystal. What's going on with Courtney Tidestill? And I will be raising all of my prices January 1st this year. Or this next year coming up, 2020. So just be aware of that. I know you guys are like, she's already expensive. Yeah, well. Well, yeah, well, yeah. Oh, that's you. Okay, Courtney. Change of seasons also. This is crazy. Okay, so I have had a theory for a minute. I'm just going to pull you another one also, but just remember what Change of Seasons was about for Moira. I've had a theory for a minute that certain people are on a certain path. Like, their twin flame path isn't unique. My twin flame path is really a lot like Courtney's when I was not in union with my love. But now that I am in union with my love, Courtney and Moira, they've had a lot of similarities and things that going on in their lives. There's other clients that aren't even on here right now that they group together, and it seems like they're going through the same thing at the same point in time. So does it surprise me that people are getting like same cards? Not really, but then at the same time, hell yeah, it does, because there's a lot of cards here. I shuffle two ways. I either shuffle that way, or I shuffle doing like taking it from the back and putting it like to the middle, or putting it, you know, like this, and I do that like a bunch of times until they stick. Or sometimes I do a few of those at, you know, at the same point in time. So the fact that they keep popping up like that, that would have probably been the third card. We would have had Castle, My Home is My Castle, Moon Dance, and Change of Seasons if it was a group reading, because that's crazy. Oh, this is going to be you. Okay. Alright, At Home in the Sky. So, Courtney, this is a lot to do with feeling like you don't know where your home is. Like you want to be settled, and that you keep traveling and moving. Then this could have a lot to do with the fact that you and your twin kind of go back and forth between, you know, your apartment, his apartment, things like that. This could have a lot to do between the fact that you guys go from seeming like you're going really, really well to kind of taking a couple steps back. At Home in the Sky, though, should tell you that you're at home together. No matter what, there's two birds in that house. They're together, they're flying together. You might not have landed yet, but you don't have to worry about where you're going to land, because it doesn't matter where you're going to land, because you're going to be together when you do land. Your numerology for this one is 41. So if you do numerology, that's either a 5 or 41, 4 and the 1. I would take that as a positive thing, even though that you feel like you're uprooted right now. It's not forever. Okay, and yeah. Wanderlust, adventure, and a safe haven. So, you're Wanderlust, he's adventure, and you're looking for a safe haven. But together, you guys balance each other out on that. Up in the sky, we see a floating neighborhood of houses carried by balloons, birds peeking out through the windows. In this card, there are elements of a journey symbolized by the sky, the birds, and the balloons. But there are also houses, which suggest home, security, and stability. These birds have been the best of both worlds. They can travel big distances without losing their home. They are free to seek new experiences without worry. Home is truly where your heart is. And so that's what I'm trying to impose on you, and what these cards are, is that you might not be at the destination that you want yet, but you're still worth the person that you love. Therefore, your home is with them right now. Like, your heart is where it needs to be. So I would take that as a very, very positive. Okay, and Crystal is next. And if anybody wants to book something with me, I've got so many different types. I know I'm quote-unquote expensive. But I also have a lot of different types of readings, so there will be one for your price range. Just write me and we'll find one. And $10 off anybody watching this. Just mention my Cheetah Girl, Cheetah Sister pants, or I'm not going to flash it again in case that guy's still on here, or, you know, the fact I'm wearing black or something, and I'll know what episode it's from, and I'll be like, oh, yes, that is accurate. Plus, I kind of know who's on here. Ooh, Crystal. Damn. Alright. Okay, Crystal. 36, House of Flowers. So, this is a lot. This is basically showing what it is that you want in life. Now, these women are together, and they're picking up these big leaves that are falling from their flowers. And they're like, oh, man, I gotta clean up the yard, right? But their house is full of beauty. They have to see it like that, though. Pardon me. You could look at it like this. That's an ugly house. You know what I mean? That house doesn't have a lot going for it. It's really desolate looking, solitude. You look at it like this and you're, wow, it's full of a lot of love and a lot of abundance. Sometimes we need to clean up our area, though, so that we can see our abundance. And this card is trying to express that a little bit. 36, if you do numerology. Basically, you have everything that you need around you. You have everything that you could want around you. But sometimes it does need a little bit of polish. It does need a little bit of maintenance. It does need a little bit of care. It needs you to look at it as beautiful for it to be beautiful, if that makes any sense. This could also mean your relationship. Your relationship could be everything you want it to be, but it's going to need that polish. It's going to need that maintenance. It's going to need you to do some pruning. Is that going to require a conversation? Is that we're going to require action on your part, action on their part? Probably, yes. But you shouldn't have to fear that, because at the end of the day, your house is blooming. It's full of all the love and all the joy that you could ever possibly want it to have. You just have to maintain it. You have to go out of your way to make sure your garden doesn't have weeds. Weeds can be negative people. Sometimes we have the most negative people in our life, and they're around us, and they're in our house. They could be friends, they could be long-term family members, they could be all sorts of things. And if we're allowing them to get into our brain, into our mind, into our heart, poison us with all of their negative bullshit they want to say. They want to criticize this, criticize our lover, criticize our house, criticize how we raise our children, all this stuff. Meanwhile, their own house isn't no bed of roses, but they've got all this stuff to say about us, right? Don't let that poison get into you. Your beauty comes within you, and it's for you to see it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it's not to other people to criticize you and tell you how to maintain your yard. However, it is up to you to criticize you and be honest with yourself when you do need criticism, and to maintain your yard and maintain your house and to trim those bushes up the way that you would want to see them done. Don't look at other people's and what they have and go, oh, I wish mine was like that. Grass is greenest where you water it. Start watering your grass. Seriously, water your grass. Have what you want. Does it take work? Yes, it totally does. But it's nothing that you can't have. It's everything that you deserve, and what you work for, you definitely deserve. So you want to work for it, you got it. Okay, House of Flowers. Power of nature, joy of life, diversity, and beauty. On top of this small, out of this small white house on top of a hill burst flowers, full of life, rich in color. It's like an explosion. There are two ladies walking by, and they look tiny in comparison to the giant fallen leaves. They enjoy the enormity of their nature, the power of its diversity, but even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space. Each petal a world unto itself, and a wonder of creation. This card signals love for life, And in this moment, full of energy, beauty, and joy. So you need to love what you want. Oh, here I am going like this again. Here, you need to love what you have. Know what it is that you want. Who do I have behind me? Oh, I got my Nana behind me. It's cuddled. My Nana. Isn't it cute? It's alive. Look at it. It has little eyes. Where are your eyes at? They won't believe me if they don't see you blink. Yes, my Nani. So, love your space, love nature, but also take care of it. You know, don't allow yourself to be a victim of your own circumstance. If you see something that needs to be cleaned up, clean it up. If you want your house to look a certain way, make it so. If people in your house aren't acting the way that you would like them to act, tell them so. You know, voice up. That's one of those closed mouths don't get fed situations. Okay. Yeah, they are kind of. They're all from the same batch. Even this one. This is the same. This is their sister Lala. So Bijou had 8. She had 4 short hair, 4 long hair, 6 girls, 2 boys, and we have 3 of them. We've got 3. We got the Nana, which is Darla. We have Bailey, who is Bailey Bay, and she's the kind of bigger of the 2. She was the sausage that jumped up Baby brought, and then the one in the jacket is Calypso. I don't want to say your name wrong, but I'm going to try to say it right. Georgelina? I don't know. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right. I'm not the best. I'm as far as like speller, things like that. But I'm going to pull a card for you right now. Georgelina. Granada. Good for me that I don't need names to make things work, right? Why aren't you shuffling? Boy, if anybody's been stressed out, let me tell you, get some of the incense that's called anti-stress from H-E-M. It works. I've got that going right now. Okay, that feels like you. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't say your name wrong. You were in between Brooke Castro and Mary Pipkins saying that you love a card, little no contact, been off and on for about 3 years. Is Georgelina? Okay, here we go. All right, The Art of Seduction. It's number 14, and you'll notice this woman is whispering in this guy's ear. She's being her most feminine self, her most true self. So this is basically asking you, if you want his attention, you have to remember what got his attention in the first place, and not revert back to that, but think about who you are in the feminine sense and in the seductive sense, and kind of play to your strengths. It's time to, on your own, without trying to contact him, every day, get dressed up, do your makeup, do your hair how you like, go out with friends. You need to watch my dating to find your twin flame video, not because you need to date other people, but because dating sometimes does bring them to you. There's something about the feeling that they feel that somebody else is out there with you, and all of a sudden they're in this panic to find you, right? You should also watch the Am I Dating the Wrong Person, so that you don't date the wrong person and you don't allow the wrong person to take you out. Pardon me, I shouldn't kiss my dog, so I have lip gloss on. Anyways, but this is basically saying, do you have the power to get him back in your life? Yes, you do. But you need to remember what that power is, and you need to go play with that power out in the world, in the real world. Use it. I'm not saying go and have sex with people. That's not what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, don't, unless you honestly, truly want to. But what I am saying is that you need to have that vibration out there, that you are seductive, that you are sexy and beautiful, that you are all fun and vibrant and whatever. You know, if you want to go do some extreme sports, go do them. Or if you want to go dancing, go do it. Or whatever it is that makes you feel like you are sexy and hot and independent and got your thing going on, That needs to be a daily practice. If you can't go out every single day, then you need to go a couple times a week. I'm not saying spend all your money, but like go out, look good, and kind of play that up, because that vibration will pull them in. Now, I will go ahead and read out of the card for you, or out of the book for you. Okay. Love, womanhood, passion, and seduction. We see an elegantly dressed couple, the woman close to the man as she whispers something in his ear. Is she talking about love? What kind of secrets is she telling him? In her red, jeweled gown, the woman is aware of her powers of seduction. She used her femininity, beauty, and passion. She tempts all of his senses. And I got goosebumps when I said that. From the scent of a fragrant bloom to the soft touch on his cheek. There are incredible powers in her gentle words and delicate caress. And so often, when we get into these times where we have been away from the person that we love for so long, when we do see them, we want to cry out and be like, how could you do this to me? And go into this big old rage and tirade. And then sometimes that scares them away. The last thing you want to do is be like, roll over and allow them to, you know, have gotten away with not talking to us, and then we're just going to be there for them. But what if nobody's ever done that to them? What if that one time that you do, it blows their mind? And they're like, whoa, this person does care about me. And then they feel like an asshat for ever leaving. And then they don't ever leave again. Because that's what happened to me. So. Okay. Mary Pumpkins says, working. Moira Lawyer says, okay, that's what I thought. Yes, definitely embracing this. Mary says, would it be accurate reading to do a tarot on yourself? Yes and no. I will say this. Tarot is interesting. These aren't tarot cards. These are oracle cards. I also have my Sacred Journey cards. I do have one set of tarot. Tarot is my David Bowie tarot set. Now, tarot will tell you negative and positive. I would say don't do a pendulum reading on yourself, because the pendulum, like, if I really wanted to, I could make the pendulum move in any direction I want to with just my mind. That's not a problem. That's really freaking easy. So you have to really clear your mind and allow yourself to be very open to whatever the actual answer is, not what answer you're hoping for when you do pendulum. And if you're doing a pendulum on yourself, it's really hard to trick yourself out of that when you know what you want the answer to be. Tarot's a little different. Tarot will totally tell you some things, but it's probably going to tell you some things you're not wanting to hear, and it might not necessarily tell you how to move on or how to make it better, how to get what you want out of the situation. Whereas that's kind of what I specialize on, or at least I try to, is telling people, okay, yeah, this is where you're at, but this is how you can make it better. And I also see this is where it's going, and this is how you can make sure you get exactly what you want out of that situation. Should you pull cards for yourself? Sure, yeah, do it. Do it every day. Pull yourself a card every single day until you get really accurate with it, until where you trust yourself. But even I go to other people for readings from time to time, because there's something about those of us with gifts. If you have a gift and it's a gift, what does the gift mean? You don't keep a gift, right? You give it on. So, but sadly, I don't have enough energy to work a 9 to 5 and give my gift. So I have to charge for my gift, or I can't give it. You know, and I won't lie, there's been a couple times where I've come across people who just needed a reading, and I gave it to them. Like the other night at that party, that person was sitting alone. I could see all of the things floating around them. I could see all of the thoughts of despair on their face. I kind of gave it to them against their will, but they were happy for it afterwards. So, you know, I don't just hoard my gift either. You know, nobody's ever come to me and who really needed help and not gotten help, but there has to be an exchange of energy somehow, and money is a form of energy that can be exchanged. So that's what's easiest for me. Okay, Brooke would like a card. I'll put this one back. Thank you for joining me on here, everybody. I really appreciate that. And apparently, if you go to my website, The Fairy Shaenna, you might not be able to see the links that lead to the shop and this and that, but they're there. They're like invisible. I don't know if you guys see them or if you don't see them. Let me know, because I can't see them on my tablet, and some people say they can see them depending on the device they're at, but it's really hard for me to see. So if somebody could go on the fairyshaenna.com, are the categories at the top? Is there a way to link, you know, click to my shop, click to find my services? I'd appreciate knowing. I am going to change everything on my Patreon too. So even $1 a month would definitely help. And there is pictures and things on there I don't ever give out anywhere else. Okay, this is you. Alright, Brooke. The White Rose of Hope, 30. So this beautiful woman is looking off into the distance, into the darkness. To her back, it's solid black. To the front of her, she's got this beautiful light of this glowing rose. It's a beacon of hope. It's trying to tell her, look, it's okay. There's somewhere to go. There's something to do. This is not the end. There will be beauty in your future. $30 for those of us, or 3 is what it really is if you're going to do numerology. No bark. Be good, girls. Good girls. Karma's just going to bark and bark and bark, so you're going to have to listen to that. No, you're doing a good job. Okay, 30. White Rose of Hope. Hope, beacon, solution, beginnings. We see a woman dressed in a blue gown standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her, but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost. Maybe she's uncertain about her feelings. Yet, thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. White rose symbolizes hope, new beginnings, admiration, and young love. There are exciting times ahead. So, if you have met somebody that's new in your life, that's giving you a special feeling, then that feeling is signifying a new beginning. If this is about the person that you've been with and there's like a new horizon on the edge, then that's what's going on there. If you've been in a place for a while where you feel like life has been really dull, you haven't had a lot of fun, you haven't had a lot of adventure, you haven't had a lot of excitement, don't worry about it. There is going to be everything that you need taken care of is going to be rolled up in a basket and handed to you. And they're going to be like, look, here's everything you can want. With this, you get more money. With this, you get some travel time. With this, you get adventure. With this, you get more friends. With this, you have a reason to get up and get dressed in the morning. So that beacon of hope that you've been looking for, it is coming to you. You don't have to worry about it. And it's not going to be something that you're going to have to like turn your head and squint an eye. I wonder if that's it. It's just going to be what it is. It's going to be very blatant, plain as a nose on your face, and you're going to know it as soon as it hits you. So be happy about that. Shh, no bark. Then you gotta go. Get. Go. Go. Nana, go. Oh, you don't want to go. Oh. Don't kick me out of the room. Hello, Oriana. Would you like a card? You're very welcome. And I'm sorry, I'm sure if I heard your name once, I would be fine. I get, like, I'm very dyslexic. Letters, they move like this to me. They really do. Crystal says that makes perfect sense. Mary says okay. Thank you, that resonates. We have a picture that looks like that card. We are long distance, very long distance. I'm very independent, and he has told me that I'm trying to be a man. Thank you again. Now, this is the thing. You're not trying to be a man, but if you haven't had somebody in your life to support you in the way that you need to be supported, then of course you're going to take care of everything. And actually, my own twin, he deals with that all the time, because I'll be damned if I'm going to come back to the car twice to get all the grocery bags. I get them at the first time, right? You know, and I open my own door, and I do this, and I do that. He wants to open the doors for me, he wants to grab the bags for me, he wants to do all this stuff for me. But I'm not used to that, because I've been independent because I've had to be. It's been forced on me. And it's like, either get it done or it's not going to get done, right? It's like, either do something about your life or your life's going to do something about you, and you don't want that. You don't want life to happen to you. You want to embrace life and enjoy it and be there for the ride and be there for the decisions. And the thing about that is that when he comes into your life and he's ready to take care of all these manly things, Yeah, he wants you to embrace being feminine and being a woman, and it's going to be difficult. But he needs to embrace being a man and getting treated like, you know, what you want to treat him like too. So if you want to lavish him in kisses and this and that's, and you want to do whatever you want to do, he needs to be able to accept that also. If you want to talk more about your relationship, we could do a full reading. I'm offering $10 off of any reading for anybody who's seen this episode today. I'm going to go out for a little bit, but I will be around tonight. I think actually my twin's probably here right now. It's probably what Karma was barking about. I love opening her doors. That's what my love just said. Bijou! How weird. Robbie just wrote, I love opening her doors as Bijou opens the door. Bijou! Are you here, my love? I think he might be here. Anyways, I think that I did everybody who was on here. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Look at my new videos that I have on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Oh, I also have, for those of us who like... Oh, there's a woman in the bathroom. I'm just going to cover that part. For those of us who like Instagram and like art and things like that, I have... I've got a new Instagram up. It's called Dark Fae SFX, as in special effects. And I also have a page up on Facebook for that. So anybody who likes creatures and ghouls and things that are involved with Halloween, all of my art for that is up on there. So check it out if you like it. And I love you all so much. You guys have a good day. Bye.